Go to the data files and open eTry16. Today we're going to be working with conditional formatting, which is really helpful to all of you visual people out there. So if this list doesn't really float your boat and you're more of a, you want to be able to look at it and tell immediately what certain items are, conditional formatting is going to be one of your best friends. So go ahead and go to File, Save As, and go put it in your Excel folder with your eTry16 underscore your first name underscore your last name. You click Save. So first things first, we're going to go and select all of this Q1 sales data. So go ahead and select from E5 to E28. And if you notice, this range has already been renamed to be Sales Q1. So you could have just come up here and type Sales Q1 up here in the rangefinder box. Okay, so make sure you did not select the title of the column, so just the numbers, so just from E5 to E28. So now on the home ribbon, there's up here next to cell styles, there's conditional formatting. So I want you to go to conditional formatting, go to highlight cells rules, and go to greater than. All right, so if you look, it's already putting some operators in the box. So it's saying that if it's greater than $4,001, it's going to be light red fill with dark red text. So it's already highlighting some of them. So we want to see if the value is greater than 3,000. Instead of light red fill with dark red text, come down here and say custom format. And I want you to pick a format that you kind of like. So it doesn't have to be one of the options, it can be. But I'm going to go to fill, and maybe I want it to be orange. And maybe I want my font to be dark purple. So click OK. And click OK. So now all of those cells have dark purple text, even though you can't really tell now it's black. But it also has that orange fill on it. So go ahead and click Save. All right, and now select the Q2 sales, so from F5 to F28. Now we're going to go to conditional formatting. And what we're going to do this time is do top bottom rules. And we're going to look at the bottom 10 items. So go ahead and click bottom 10 items. And instead of 10 cells, we only want to look at the bottom 5. So it's going to give us the lowest 5 numbers. So once again, go ahead and formatting. I'm going to fill it with teal, and my font is going to be dark orange. Okay. Okay, now those cells are changed colors. Now go ahead and select Q3 sales data. And go over to conditional formatting. And we're going to do data bars. So data bars are a way for you to see the highest and lowest of the whole column. So you can pick whichever fill you like. I personally really like the gradient fills because they make things that make regular bars are fine too. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the pink one because I like it. So now, in this column, you have your data bars set, so we know that this column is the highest without even reading the numbers. And then probably this one might be our lowest because it has the littlest bar next to it. What I want you to do is select the corner force. And we're going to go to color scales. I'm going to try like the green, yellow color scale. So it's this very first one right here. So if you look at this now, the greater it is, the higher the number. The lighter it is, the lower the number. So the ones that are yellow or orange ones are closer to the red, and the yellow is closer to the green. So You can pick another one if you like. So instead of that one, if you want to do blue, yeah. Okay. So these are all the different types of formatting. So one we have highlight cells rules. Another one we have top bottom rules, data bars, and color scales. So the next one up is, you guessed it, icon sets. So go ahead and select I5 through I28. Go to conditional formatting and go to icon sets. For icon sets, I'm going to go with the stars. I think that's kind of nice. So go ahead and click stars. Fills up the stars, it's higher, only halfway fills it if it's not. And then split stars are all below. You can kind of play around with that and see the difference. Now maybe I don't like what I did. Go back and select F5 through F28. I'm going to just type in Q2 up in the name box. And we're going to change the rules. Go to conditional formatting. Rules. So this is our list of all the rules that apply to the current selection. Now what we're going to do, I want to change, so go ahead and click on it, the bottom 5, and click Edit Rule. So instead of looking at the bottom 5, we're going to look at the bottom 15. And then we're going to also look at the percentage in the select range. Go ahead and click OK. Apply and OK. So now, it's 3 items. So go ahead and click Save. So now we're going to play around a little bit. It's find and replace. So make sure you're on the over on the right side, it's the Find and Select button, and click Replace. So we're first going to find, we're going to look for the genders. So find what? We're going to look for men. And instead of men, we're going to replace it with just an M. It's only for men and women. We don't need the whole word. It's kind of extraneous. So we're going to replace it with N. Instead of finding them all, replacing them all, just click Replace All. Now it's WOM because it replaced all those men. And now that does look kind of ridiculous. So we're going to say find WOM and replace it with W. Okay. Close. All right. So now we're going to change one of the colors too. Maybe our distributor changed it up. So go find and select, replace, and find what we're going to look for white. So we're going to replace white with ivory. And then click Replace All. Close. Save it, and you are now ready to do project